Hello and Namaste.
I am Ketan Kank from 19-2 Consulting.
After having understood the precautionary measures that one has to take while using the IEPF portal, in this video we are going to understand the practical tips which actually should be followed for the convenience of using the IEPFA portal. So, in this video also, I have jotted down some points for my reference so that I don't miss anything. I'll be referring to those points. To start with, the first and very important practical tip that I would share is that investors are advised to use a desktop or a laptop while using the IEPFA portal. Generally, it should not be used over the mobile phone or an iPad. So that's very important for one to understand. IEPFA portal works better on desktop as well as on the laptop. Secondly, the browser should be either Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. Generally, the other browsers don't work seamlessly as compared to Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge. So this is a very important thing that the investors should understand. The laptop and the browser should be either Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. Third practical tip is that please don't use the IEPFA portal without creating a login credential. The plethora of services that get open after creating the login credential are much more than as compared to a user who is using it from outside, that is without creating a login credential. So while using IEPFA portal, it is requested for the investors to create their login credentials so that they are open to the host of services which are offered by the government. While creating the login credentials, it is advised that the investors should provide their own mobile number and email address. Even if the investor trusts his friends, relatives, it is advised not to indulge into such practices because there would be multiple OTPs, those would be sent on the mobile number as well as email addresses, and down the line, if that particular mobile number or email address is not present with the investors, it may create hassles or it may actually hamper the claim filing process or the other services that IEPF has to offer. So please provide your own mobile number and email address because OTPs are sent by the portal, by the system on those numbers which are provided by the investors. Next, very important tip is that do not share your passwords with anyone. This is a very important tip, especially when we see or when we hear about the online frauds that are happening day to day and the kind of money that is getting wiped up out of the investor's account. So please do not share IEPFA portal's passwords or OTPs sent by the IEPFA with anyone because it may actually make your claims and investments vulnerable to get siphoned off from your account. IEPFA portal provides a facility that the password has to be reset after every 90 days. This we have already discussed in the earlier video, but yet, since it is a very practical and important tip, an investor has to regularly check his password and reset the password, and the investor has to keep that password ready with him so that in case of the filing of the claim, it comes in handy and should not share that password or the change password with anyone. So after every 90 days, the IEPFA's portal will suggest that the password has to be changed and the investor has to change that password. While filing the claim, the investor has to keep the scanned documents ready for uploading. Now, while scanning the papers, there are certain dimensions in which the scanning has to be done. The most important thing that the investors have to remember or have to keep in mind is that the scanning has to be legible. So 150 dpi with Grayscale facility, the scanning can be done. So scanning can be done with 150 dpi with Grayscale facility and then uploaded onto the portal so that it fits into the size and is yet legible. After the claim is filed, the IEPFA will send an acknowledgement of the claim filing on the email. This email is the one which is provided by the investor while filing the claim and while creating the login credentials. So the investor has to check his or her email address to see whether the acknowledgement of claim filing has been received or not. So the claim acknowledgement of claim filing will be sent on the registered email address. In case the investors or claimant face any hassles while using the IEPFA portal, it is advised or suggested that the IEPFA that they should put the machine on the incognito mode and then use the IEPFA portal. Sometimes it helps. It is imperative for the investors to note that the only one IEPFA account can be created against one email address and mobile number. So investors or claimants or any person for that matter should not indulge into creating multiple or providing one email address on multiple accounts or creating, because that won't be possible. IEPFA does not allow such kind of practices. In fact, that would somewhere amount to misrepresentation of the facts. So only one mobile number and email address should be provided for one IEPFA account. It should not be more than one in such case. So these were some practical tips while using the IEPFA portal. Should you have any query regarding the reclaiming of your shares and investments, you may feel free to contact us. We can be contacted by sending an email on info@192.in, or you can simply mark your comments in the comment section of this video. We will be all the more happy to help. Till then, this is Ketan Kank signing off for the time being. Thank you so much.